Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be showing you free channels that you can check out so you can get updates on the hurricane that's going to strike Florida in the next couple of days. Now all these channels I'm going to show you, they're also available on your iPhone and Android, so if your power knocks out in Florida when the hurricane strikes, you can download the apps on your iPhone or Android and you can get updates on it as well through these apps I'm about to show you. Now all these channels that I'm about to show are free, legal. If you want to get updates on the hurricane, maybe if you don't even live in Florida, but if you have friends in Florida and you want to get updates on what the conditions are going to be like, these are the channels you need to check out. Now some of these channels I'm going to show on Roku, I'm going to show on Vuit and other things like that, so keep that noted. First off, you need to check out Fox Weather. Now, Fox Weather is a channel that has all these reporters on the ground in major weather events, and they got live updates on the weather. They got radar, forecasts, and severe weather alerts. This channel is a definite go if you want to check out all the weather conditions, all the latest weather updates and stuff like that. It's like the free version of the weather channel with top quality reporting, top quality analysis of weather conditions and other things like that. So if you want to get the latest on the weather, especially with this hurricane that's coming to Florida soon, you need to check out Fox Weather. It's available, like I said, on the iPhone, Android, and all of that. And it's a great way to get the latest weather conditions and all the weather updates and stuff like that. So Fox Weather, check that out. Another channel you should check out is Weather Nation. Now, Weather Nation, it launched way before Fox Weather, so keep that noted. But it also has a great forecast, great weather reports, and other things like that to keep on top of the hurricane. So let's keep that noted with Weather Nation. So two good weather apps, Fox Weather, top quality weather reports, Weather Nation as well, not too bad, good content as well. Two apps you need to check out if you want to stay on top of the forecast, if you want to stay on top of the hurricane and stuff like that. Fox Weather, Weather Nation, two good apps. Another channel I recommend you check out, especially if you live in Florida, is South Florida News from NBC. So now here's the thing to keep noted with this channel. I would assume that when the hurricane strikes, it's going to have non-stop coverage, and hopefully they're going to offer down here for the simulcast. But NBC South Florida News, it gives you your local news, it gives you the weather, it gives you the sports that you need to know if you live in Florida. So just keep that note. As a matter of fact, they're airing a replay of the governor speaking on hurricane prep. So just keep that noted. So NBC South Florida News, check that out if you want to stay on top of the latest locally if you live in Florida, or like I said, if you live out of Florida, but if you have friends that lives in Florida, a good channel to check out. Another channel I recommend you check out is Live Now from Fox. Now this is a channel that stays on top of news 24/7, not just with the weather, but also across the nation and around the world. Now it's based in Arizona, so just keep that noted. But it gives you on the latest news, live feeds of any happenings, any events, anything major going on and stuff like that. Gives you a rundown of that. It has a feed of it live, they carry it live as it happens, as it breaks, unbiased reporting and all of that. So if you want to check out the latest news on the hurricane and anything else happening, you need to check out Live Now from Fox, a good channel right there. Now that's on the Roku channel. All these channels I just showed on the Roku channel. But like I said, they're not only on the Roku channel, they're available on the Apple, they're available on the Android. So if you want to check out these channels individually, like Fox Weather, Weather Nation, like I said, they got apps on the Play Store, they got apps on the Apple App Store. So just keep that noted. Especially if you live in Florida and you run out of power and you got the phone fully charged and you want to stay on top of the weather, check those apps out right there for these channels. Next up, we're going to go into Vuit. Now that's another good app right here if you want to take a look at the latest local news. Vuit. So let's go into that right now. Now this is a channel that has local news right down to the neighborhood and all of that. So, if you want to check out news from South Florida, you can check it out right here. So you can take a look at local channels here. They even got dedicated sections, as you see, for the latest local news related to the hurricane in the region that it's supposed to hit at. So you can check out news in Florida, Tampa Bay, Fort Myers, Orlando, Panama City, Jacksonville, Orlando, and all of that. So you can check out all these channels right here. As a matter of fact, the hurricane is supposed to reach Atlanta too. That's how far the hurricane is going to reach, so keep that noted. So you can see right here, one of the popular channels in Florida is WSVN. So you can check out WSVN on the Viewer app. Let's take a look at that real quick. It's on a commercial right now. You can also check out on-demand content from them too. So if you missed the news, you can take a look at on-demand content. So just keep that noted. So that's View It. So if you want to take a look at all the news, local news in Florida and across the country, View It is a good app to check out. Another local news app that compiles news across the country is NewsOn. Now let me see if I can find that channel right now. So NewsOn, so you can take a look at the news, like I said, in Florida. And recently they partnered with CBS News to bring all of the local channels from CBS News onto the app. And one of the channels that CBS News offers is a feed from Miami. So you can take a look at news from there. Matter of fact, let's go to the top. So you can take a look at news, ABC Action News, 10 Tampa Bay, Florida 24, Rink. But let me show you the CBS News one from Miami. If I can find that real quick. It's there, but I can't find that. Matter of fact, let me see one more try here. Okay, let's go down. There you go, CBS News Miami. So you can take a look at the news there, get the latest updates on the storm that's expected to hit. Now, I know for a fact that Miami is not really going to be a part of the areas that's going to get hit based on the radar forecast. But, you know, still, if you want to take a look at news in Florida, you got that here, CBS News Miami. Plus, you got, like I said, you got all these stations with the latest on where the hurricane is supposed to hit and all of that. So, like I said, they have a breaking news tab there. You can see they're covering the hurricane, and they got all these stations lined up where you can take a look at coverage of the hurricane. So if you want to take a look at that, you got that here on NewsOn. You also have the usual CBS News, you have the usual ABC News and NBC News. Now that's if you want national coverage of the hurricane as it's supposed to ramp up when the hurricane hits Florida. So if you want national coverage of the hurricane, you got the usual free channels there. Another channel to consider, now this is a channel that I think will be free in Florida when the hurricane hits. But if you don't live in Florida, keep that channel noted. You might need to pay for it. But I assume if you live in Florida, you may get the channel for free as the hurricane hits. But of course, it's the classic, the most famous channel, the Weather Channel. You know how it is. Gives you the weather, gives you all the weather news. You know the famous personalities that gives the forecast and all of that. You can see the description here for them. So, you know, the Weather Channel, you know, if you want to check out the Weather Channel. And like I said, I think it may be free in Florida when the hurricane hits. Don't quote me on that, but that I believe that should be the case because they did that before. Years past when there was other hurricanes hitting in other places, they did that. So I would assume that would be the case. But the Weather Channel, you know how that channel works. And it actually has a bit of upgrades with it too. It's interactive with the app, so you get the ticker, forecast, interactive radar, as well as on-demand content. So just keep that noted with the Weather Channel. If you also know the news station, the name of the news station, you can take a look at content like ABC Action News, in Tampa, Florida, Florida 24, right here. So if you know these channels by heart, download these apps on the Roku. If you have your phone, which I show you to have a phone, download the app on your phone. If you want to take a look at the live stream of the content that's being offered through these local channels in Florida, because trust me, you're going to definitely need these apps, especially when the hurricane hits and you lose power, but you want to stay up to date on where the hurricane is it going to go away soon? You're going to need these apps, the local apps, like Action News and Florida 24, like I said, or any other local Florida station. So just keep all of that noted. Alright, so that's it for this edition of Roku Now. Very quick video. Hopefully you got the most out of your Roku experience, and hopefully if you live in Florida, you stay safe from the hurricane. And I'll see you next time.